All systems go, Captain. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Greetings, and welcome to the official live stream of BlerdCon 2025, brought to you by Blerd Station. My name is Demetrius Holt, and I am the community partner here at Blerd Station.
We want to support our independent artists.
I'm happy to be here at BlerdCon, helping co-sponsor with Blerd Station.
Shout out to Blerd Station for providing the platform.
We appreciate the opportunity to promote it.
Shout out to him and Blerd Station for even making all this possible for us to go live.
Ain't nothing like your own folks supporting you.
Right.
Hey, we're at the Blerd Station panel.
I really want to thank Blerd Station for giving American Media the opportunity to be part of this broadcast.
Shout out to Demetrius, the good folks over at Blerd Station. Love your guys' channel, love what you're doing, and thank you for having me on.
You see how you guys glowed from that conversation?
What you're witnessing today is not just another live stream, but an expertly produced event by a dedicated press team capturing the very essence of the BlerdCon experience.
I appreciate you.
Yeah, man. Appreciate you.
For anything black,
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Demetrius Holt, and I am also known as Hellspawn Cosplay.
They predicted the future more than Simpsons in the last decade.
I meant what I said, bro. I meant what I said.
Right here. Say Blerd Station crew, y'all.
Created the black version, then I owe him everything.
This is Chris Fury. This is Lady Mandalore. We're here with Ahmed Best.
But the tone of it is really what we found.
Blerd Station?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Apologies, sir. I wasn't really familiar with the game.
What?
This is your favorite CEO, Miss Flo, and I'm here with the new legendary Orlando Jones.
Take time to express our sincere thanks and gratitude to each and every one of our sponsors who put in on this production.
Studio Moyo has officially joined Blerd Station as a strategic partner.
You'll also get an inside look at exciting projects by our esteemed sponsors, alongside original content produced in-house at Blerd Station. I'm the creator of Issue 1, an original series by Blerd Station. Whether you're looking to elevate your event or enhance your audience engagement, Blerd Station is here to help see your vision come to reality.
Oh,
that's fire.
You're not taking IP, so if
If you or someone you know is interested in partnering with Blerd Station, whether it's hosting a live stream or investing in our growing platform or sponsoring future broadcasts, please don't hesitate to get in touch with us. You can go to blerdstation.com and hit contact and hit us up directly. And please Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe so you can keep up with all the information and content that we're bringing you. Help us spread the word. Thank you again for your continued support, and stay tuned for more incredible moments ahead.
Blerd's Eyeview is a proud affiliate of Otaku Noir. Use the code Blerd's Eyeview for 10% off on all items. With a different nerd-themed box filled with items made by talented Blerds across the country, you surely will not be disappointed. Go to otakunoir.com. Otaku Noir, the #1 Blerd mystery box company.
I'm back, yeah. Look, crazy 8th degree, nerdcore rap guy. Got into a dual fate and I just pulled a trap card. Third-rate rappers with a fourth-rate catalog. Destined for the shadow realm, y'all should never act hard. Flow is so insidious that I need an apprentice type. Master with the force, peep the context of my sentence, right? Phantom like the Sithis, just don't ask me what my pen is like. They know that I'm the menace, who you kidding? Bitch, I'm Dennis like. Sweet to drive, hide-headed, rhymes are surely cold. Tested, you can never twist my metal like the jury goes. So I ain't never mad when I push it to the max. I got Chris riding with me, about to turn this bitch to Fury Road. Since animated, I'm the one the crew congratulated. When this will provide protective cover like it's laminated. Damn, I made this 16 like a guillotine. It's fascinating. If you think that you're ahead, you get decapitated. All that aside, I ain't merely here to rap words. I'm here to tell you who representing for the black nerds. And to remind you, neither one of these are bad words. Biggest living mirrors, they just choose to see it backwards. Who be the leaders of discussion when a topic trends? Dissections got the culture under microscopic lens. Who got the type that you can miss it from the start and make you feel like an expert on the subject by the time it ends? Check the stat, Louis, viewership is mad nice. All these other shows don't seem to cut it, that's a bad slice. Off the books with unscripted jewels you can't write. No vampires, but these interviews on Anne Rice. Yeah, this is the best part. Rhymes on Mandalorian, the pen is made a best score. Starting a war with these stars, you won't get far. This is the way you play a game of life or Death Star. So far removed from the drama, we don't notice harm, but won't hesitate to shed a light like a Patronus charm. With mischief managed, troubles at a disadvantage. Must be something in the water, dip your toe because you know it's warm. Where can you find another show with such a fine cast? And if you try to box them in, they playing Minecraft. And basically to sum it up like you define math, this crew's the best and it figures like a line graph. A merry band like the words I do. Level-headed, you don't have to have absurd IQs. They know you can relate because they're nerds like you. With their help, you'll see the world from a blur's eye view. Yeah. You are now tuned in to Blerd's Eye View. And without further ado, we out. Yeah.
Whew, everybody, thank you for tuning in. It is your man on the wall, captain of the ship, Chris Fury, back again. Season finale, season 15. And I've been doing this show 5 years now. as of April, it's been 5 years. Thank you for tuning in. If this is your first time here, thank you for joining in. Be sure to go to the YouTube channel, hit that like, share, subscribe button. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Super chats are very much available to all the fans, and those who keep returning, thank you very much. Val's in the building. Permission granted. Permissions granted. Thank you, Val. As it says, welcome to Blerd's Eyeview. Feel free to chat with fellow nerds and Blerds below. Like and subscribe to stay notified. Super chats are appreciated and help keep the stream going. We are live Tuesdays and Thursdays, except for after today. Because season finale, but you still get your clips Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. And who knows, in between our break, you never know where you're seeing us. Whether it's going to be at DreamCon or San Diego Comic Con or Atlantic Comic Con, who knows? you might see us at your local convention. There is a crew of 8 of us, so you never know where we'll pop up. And then you still have us popping up on the live to do maybe a review, maybe to do a reaction. Who knows? Maybe we might even have a special episode, but can't get the ship rocking and rolling without our shipwright. Black Spartan, what's going on?
Hey, I'm finally allowed to. I'm sorry. She wasn't introduced. She looked dead up at me like, excuse me.
I didn't see it. Sorry, Princess Zeri.
The look of it will kill me. As soon as I said, hey, she just went.
She's like, did he not get the itinerary?
It's like, I am the important one. They come to see me.
What's going on, Christy? Bama's in the building. What's happening? Man, 5 years of this show.
Yep.
Season 15. So people they wonder why is it 5 seasons, but we have so many episodes. Well, when I started the show with 8 episodes. Okay. And it was strictly 8. So that's why so many seasons popped up, because it was only 8 episodes. So it was like I would do 8 episodes, probably take a month or a couple weeks off, come back, new season. So yeah, that's why so many seasons are in the tank. And yeah, so
but at the same time, if you make it to season 5, that's syndication. You're beyond syndication at this point.
We have more than enough for syndication. Right. You can go back and check them out on the YouTube channel. You can check out current seasons and past seasons on APRTV. That's always press record television through your Roku devices and your Amazon Fire devices. Thank you to Travius Lawson, who runs APRTV. So yeah, there's that. We got our nail tactician. I wouldn't say nail technician. I mean tactician, because what she puts out is pretty amazing. Whoopty freaking dudes in the building. Is it daytime? It's normally dark.
Right. It's light over. It's light on that side of the world.
Yeah. She froze for a second. She'll pop in. Like, I just let her get her stuff together. Unless it's stormy, because I know she's been getting some storms lately. So you back? Okay. Yeah. So yeah, we officially count for syndication.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying, we got enough episodes.
The revenue checks. Those revenue checks be flowing in any day now.
Oh, if we can just get some revenue checks. Hello, people. I'm just saying. Right. What's going on? I think you're muted. Yes, you're muted.
Can't hear you.
Just enjoying the daytime. Took a leisurely stroll before I sat down here today.
Oh, I did too. I had to walk the pup, so there's my leisurely stroll. Couldn't do it yesterday the way it stormed up here.
I was gonna say we had a nice little downpour.
I guess if we showing off graphic tees, I got my Godzilla shirt on. I went to the store earlier today, and as I'm walking to the store, I was grabbing some stuff that my wife wanted at the last minute, and see a little kid. He had to have been about 10. He sees Godzilla shirt. He's like, "I like your shirt. Thank you." You'd be surprised how many recognitions I get for every graphic tee that I wear.
That gives me hope.
Yeah.
When a 10-year-old recognizes a shirt, that gives me hope.
And we're talking old school Godzilla. Yeah. We're old. So he's like, he knows who Godzilla is. Whoever's in your house, young man, they're teaching you very well.
Your education is bright.
Yeah.
Padawan.
Exactly. It was like, there's hope yet.
Right.
So, Whoopty, what have you been up to besides a leisurely stroll?
Books.
You know what? You are the reader of you're the heavy reader of the group.
I finally decided to start getting my stuff out of boxes and bought an actual bookshelf. So I'm putting that together, trying to get my stuff out of storage and on a shelf.
Nice.
Hey, look, I So those who know, the Ironheart trailer did drop. We'll be checking it out later, but I did do a review on it. But I had to go dig my Ironheart out of one of my boxes. Thank God the box was nearby and it wasn't like buried. I just said, yeah, I know I gotta dig her out. Like it wasn't buried or anything. It's in a box. The box is marked and it's all Black Panther stuff. So that's why I knew where it was all at.
So it's nice and secured.
Yeah,
nice.
I knew where she was at. And I'm like, yeah, it's from the Marvel Legends line. And I'm like, it's with all the Black Panther stuff. I'm like,
yeah,
I know where that's. I'm a stickler. Look, I collect comics. What do you expect, people? This is what I do. I have to be a little.
You gotta be protective.
Yeah, I gotta know where the stuff is. Where's this issue at? Right here in this box over here.
There was a cat that was like that. He can tell you exactly what issue and what issue and letter of name, title, and issue of his comic. He can tell you exactly where it is in his collection. It was almost like watching Rain Man for comic books.
The way I know I have a book is if I see the cover.
Yeah.
Like when I'm just going through like Dollar Bin books or whatever, or if I go to Carolyn Johns and they have like a lot of older comics, I always know what book I got just by looking at the cover.
Mm-hmm.
In the 90s is where I was really grabbing a lot of books. And I was just like, I already know, like, I know I was heavy with X-Men, anything involving the X-Men, and heavy with Spider-Man. So that's X-Force, X-Factor, Generation X, and Uncanny X-Men, Plain X-Men. I was locked in.
I was going to say Uncanny X-Men before it went downhill. Sorry, Joe.
Yeah.
Sorry, Joe. You only read it because Magic's in it. That's the only reason you read it. Outside that story is trash. But I'm sorry.
Yeah. Bama, I did see, and it's not there anymore. I took it out. One thing I don't do, I do not deal with negative troll internet comments.
Right.
You can always delete. You do not have to engage. Because 99% of the time, I did the numbers. 99% of the time, these people don't have followers. They don't have videos on their own channel. Mm-hmm. They're bots. Don't engage. People get involved and they get engaged. Don't engage.
They just want the clicks. They that's all it is. It's like, what is this whole popular thing to down something before it comes out? Unless it's Snyder, then it's justified. But everything else,
oh, they'll show up for that.
The Snyder fan base has come out of nowhere, trashing Superman. I'm like, you do realize you're trashing for no reason other than the fact that you just want attention and a rallying cry for all basement incels to come out. Same thing with Ironheart, which kills me. I'm sorry, go ahead, Wolfie.
They're gonna hate watch it. Drive the numbers.
They're definitely gonna hate watch it. Yeah. They're definitely going to do that.
But here's the killer part about it. The majority of them, it never ceases to amaze me about the demographic. It is always the average napkin that is going to complain about a comic book character that they cannot relate to. It is always going to be them, no matter what. And I'm like, you do realize that Riri Williams she wasn't created for you. You have to. I'm like, do you understand? In the same sense that when we got Black Panther, oh well, it's what? It's not for you. You. It's like you have plenty of heroes out there and villains you can go to. I'm sorry.
I'm agreeing with you.
Go ahead.
Flash Mafia 3. And it wasn't for you. Mafia 3 was not for you. I bought that on purpose.
I don't get the trolling. And there are certain publication websites who are just as bad at it. I'm not giving you shine. I'm not going to give you any acknowledgement because your taglines or your headlines are for clicks.
Pretty much.
And it's not in it. You're not in it for the love of the art. You're not in it for the love of the characters. You're garbage.
They want to throw mud. You want to throw mud because you can sit there and say, "Oh, well, I'm just joining the crowd." No, look, I understand, and I make jokes about this all the time. There are some comic book stories that I'm just not going to vibe with. Does it mean that they're bad? No, it just means they're not for me, or this not might be my cup of tea. But you can honestly disagree with something you don't like, and still encourage people to watch it, or read it, or see it, and still be helping the cause, because it's all about exposure. And right now, these are the characters that actually need the most exposure in the current MCU, because again, the representation is big. I mean, we've been waiting on Ironheart since Wakanda, honestly.
Yeah.
And then what? We get to talking about on Tuesday that a lot of influencers and those out there was like, you know what? A month before Ironheart comes out and Disney has done nothing, screw it. We're gonna start our own promotion.
Yeah.
And what happened when other people start speaking out? Ryan Coogler gets called in and be like, please hurry up and join this 10 minute promo before they get mad at us.
Too late.
But see, here's the thing. There are some people, and I agree with the representation part. Me, I'm just more or less, where's the project? I need the project. If you have the project, put the project out. I want to see the project. Whether we were looking forward to Secret Invasion, and you actually did promote that, but bad writing.
I mean, just all the way horrible writing for such an amazing event.
Yeah, I mean, even if you were to change, which they did, change the dynamic of Secret Invasion, which I'm fine with.
Yeah.
Because I get it. They even acknowledged it in the show. It wasn't going to make sense to call in his Avenger friends because it could make the problem bigger. And it would.
Right. True.
But you didn't lean in to the espionage part of it hard enough.
It's interesting where Secret Invasion failed, Brave New World actually got it right.
Yeah. And just like this, he just said it. You killed off two major secondary characters.
Right.
With no payoff. Talos, I would have said, that's messed up, but okay, his daughter got it.
But
you bumped off Maria Hill?
See, that's why I would disagree. Like, you need Talos because, again, that was the balancing / comedic factor. But Maria Hill was the pillar. It's like she was a constant pillar in all Marvel movies. And you decided that, hey, let's just go ahead and just write her off here. For what?
And in a dirty way, too. It's just
the dirtiest, because we're just like, was that really her?
Right.
Was that really her? And
I was like, no, I can't take this.
Yeah, that's too much drama. Reverend Navy, Shepherd Book, the man of the people, the man of the Blerds. What's happening?
Reverend.
Hey, what's going on, y'all?
So I think what's happening, what we deal with, and Navy gets he gets it. He gets on the high horse and he says, "Look, this is what's happening." We don't deal with trolls in the sense that you want us to. We don't engage with you.
Mm-hmm.
We know the game. We recognize the game. Part of the reason why I got rid of my Twitter account was it was rampant with negativity. It was rampant. Like, I'm like, okay, I'm all for free speech, but watch your mouth. Is what I'm saying. It was like, you got one half saying, "Oh, The Marvels is actually a good movie." Yes, it is. Did you go see it? Yes, I did. And then the other half, who's never seen it,
be the first ones to sit there and complain.
Yeah. Oh, I don't think that if you just said, this may not, if you're in the chat room and you just happen to say, "Oh, this may not be my cup of tea," that's fine. But to get in there and say, this isn't my cup of tea, this looks stupid. Now, hold on. It looks like this ABC.
Right.
Minecraft is a perfect example. Minecraft is not something I've played, but I know about. But guess what? It wasn't made for me. It has a crowd, and it did very well.
Yeah,
I don't knock that.
feel sorry for the movie theater staff though, because from what I've seen of the mess they made.
Man, and you got all those little rampant kids repeating everything after the game that they see in the movie, and they just
that's just bad parenting. Because I know my mom would have whooped my tail for spilling $7.50 of a popcorn and throwing it willingly. She would have beat the $7.50 out of me like Sonic rings.
It's $45. The popcorn is another $14. The drink is $8. Oh hell no!
So can we say
wait? You better sit your tail down and eat it, or we taking it home. One or the other. It's coming out this theater intact some kind of way.
Right.
Minecraft is this generation's Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Rocky Horror Picture Show wasn't even the Rocky Horror Picture Show until it was a while, and then there was special theaters for you to go see it and do all the stuff and to throw the paper and the gasp in anticipation and do all of that thing.
But
without annoying everybody else.
But they were prepared. I remember the trash bags of the Rocky Horror Picture Show. They had freaking BFI trash bags right along the side. So
sidebar, they still do. They still do. They still air it. They still have midnight airings. There's content for everybody, and it's completely fine. These fandoms, whether it's Marvel, whether it's DC, Star Wars, Star Trek, gaming, there's all these fandoms have a level of toxicity in them. It is what it is. There's no escaping it. However, for people out there who are genuinely involved and want to see these fandoms, go see them. Go see them. If you don't like it for whatever reason, that's fine. State why. Don't just say it was stupid. Like we spoke we spoke in nauseum about episode 9. Not because it was dumb. It was just we were robbed of certain character arcs, and certain stuff shouldn't not have lined up the way it did.
Right.
We're fine with Rey going the route she did, but you screwed us on Finn. You screwed us on Finn, and it was just like, yo, we have no problem with Poe Dameron. We have no problem. We understood. You handled Carrie Fisher's death in a very
respectful manner,
very respectful way. There was no other way to address that.
But the advertisement is what we got mad at. The first time we saw, and I tell them, because I tell everybody, I say, you want to know where it started? The first movie picture to where all you saw was a New Hope. You see John Boyega's character, you see a green lightsaber going past it, and then they show the date of when it was going to be released. That was the first advertisement for The Force Awakens. And then they kept doing it. You kept seeing him holding a blaster in one hand, lightsaber in the other, and you're thinking, oh crap, we're actually going to get a Black Jedi this time. Which was the thinking that everybody was like, we're actually going to see a story of a Black Jedi. It's
not only that, a stormtrooper who turned rebel.
Right.
Yeah.
That's we haven't seen that story happen yet.
Right.
That's what it would have been. Like, yo, it's not just because Finn is a Black character and he's becoming a Jedi because we had Mace.
Yeah.
It's because you have a whole new character from a whole new background, just telling a whole new thing. And I'll stand on this hill and die on it. Anytime you have a movie or a series of movies and you change directors, things change.
Right.
And it could be anything. We know how the industry works. It can be a number of things. It's something. There might be a delay. There might be an injury that causes a delay. There might be, reshoots or something. And and the people who are involved also have other projects lined up. So that might cut into that time. And they're just like, okay, I can't commit to this next part of the series because
I
have to do this when I have a commitment for this one over here. So, with the exception of Fantastic Four, that last one, where you literally changed directors mid-film, I knew that was
fantastic.
We knew that was a problem. We knew that was a problem.
We do not mention that Fantastic Four.
Fantastic Four. Oh Lord.
So just seeing this is the education part of the show. So when we see these fandoms, I just want people out there that's on social media that sees a lot of these posts or whatever it is that they're looking at, these trailers. It's fine to celebrate the fandom. We want that. We need that.
Mm-hmm.
What's not okay is you have the people who come in with the toxic hate.
Yeah.
You know, the it's going to flop. How do you know that?
I mean, the so-called purists who claim that, they didn't follow along this storyline or follow along this track. It's the same BS that you got when they did the Cowboy Bebop live action on Netflix, which was absolutely brilliant. Yep. I enjoyed it from beginning to end because it addressed things that the anime didn't, but it didn't follow exactly with it. But most of the vitriol that you heard were everybody who said, well, I didn't like it because it wasn't like the anime. It wasn't supposed to be like the anime, fool. This is old story.
You literally cannot go frame for it. Can't happen.
No, here's the crazy part. Going to that, they actually included so much of the elements from every episode to where I had to literally show somebody. I said, look, so I had to show a purist, which is kind of funny. Because it's like, man, a black person can't play Jet. Did you listen to old boy as he spoke? He had Jet down to a T. He had Jet Black down to the damn it, Spike. You heard the whole thing.
Yeah. Deeper than that, Bo Billingsley voiced Jet through the entire run.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. For the live action version of Cowboy Bebop, when the minute I heard the intro, I was like, I'm locked in. I'm locked in.
They got the original band to do the intro.
Yeah.
You know how hard it is to get the original band from the anime?
Didn't they have the mangaka co-sign to everything they did? So
Yep.
if you want Jet Black to be black, he wouldn't be black.
Page to page, frame to frame.
Yeah. Even One Piece live action they did.
They had what's his face?
Signed off.
Yeah, he signed off on it.
He's like, yeah, this is beautiful. This is great. I see my baby on the screen. We look at Star Wars, one of the biggest fandoms out there.
True.
There's a post that I shared earlier today from 2018.
Oh, Lord.
From a conversation between George Lucas and James Cameron. 2018. And at the time, George Lucas stated when he created Star Wars, his version of defeating the Empire was U.S. versus Viet Cong.
Right.
That was at that time. And then it just progresses to the point that now it's looking like we are the rebels in our own country.
Who knew that history would repeat itself, and all of a sudden we find ourselves.
That's exactly what they said. He was like, we haven't learned from the mistakes, and here we are. And what is said in episode 3, Revenge of the Sith, where he says, and this is how democracy dies in a thunderous applause.
Mm-hmm.
Wake up, people.
I gotta record that and put that in a clip. So every time people are like, nope, you asked for this. Let's go back to that moment and just play the clip. You were all there in the Senate. You all clapped.
Yeah.
It's funny. It's funny watching that and seeing that play by play. You're just like, why does this seem so familiar?
Right. But that's the thing, though. It's like, and this is me being a Trekkie. I'll say the same thing. I've said it before. The two most negative, toxic fandoms out there are Star Wars and Star Trek. Only because, and I've had to tell people, if you cannot agree.
Oh, and Harry Potter, don't forget.
Oh yeah, and Harry Potter. Harry Potter's a close second, if not two. But
that's because the author is a.
Well, it's because the author, because that woman killed her bag by just showing her true colors, which I think
thank God she did, because
she showed her true colors and killed $1 billion bag. Like, half of all you had to do is keep your mouth shut and write books. Shut up and write. That's all you
want to be conservative. Great. Don't put it in your writing and keep your mouth shut.
Don't pull Stephen King and try to do a joke that you're not going to apologize for.
Yeah, Stephen. Damn, Stephen King.
I'm hurt
about that. So the way I read that, because he's very outspoken about a certain person, right? He's very outspoken. So the way I read that, I'm just like, okay, I get the joke. However, it didn't go. It didn't go over well. It didn't go over well.
If I'm his publicist, I would have been like,
"It's not funny unless everybody is laughing."
Pretty much.
Yes.
And the people who are part of the joke say, "Hey, bro, this ain't funny. Back up."
He should have immediately apologized. It should have been I know I said this to y'all guys, but I'm gonna say it here. He should have apologized loud, early, and often. Let the apology be as loud as the disrespect. He hasn't apologized at all.
I don't know if their post is still up or not, but I'm like, dude, I don't think that joke went over like you.
Like I said, if I'm his PR person, I'm like, get on social media and apologize before we lose money.
Not only that, because he's got 3 things coming out between this year and next year.
Yeah.
You've got the Derry's thing, the long walk, and there's one more. I can't remember what it is. Not to mention he has 2 more novels dropping within the next 2 years.
Yeah.
You about to mess up you about to mess with the church's money.
I'm like, dude, I don't think that was supposed to happen, and I'm sure that wasn't.
I'm tired of the people I like fucking up.
I'm telling you, it's just good. Money just reveals people to be their true selves, or just I'm just gonna say this. I'm just gonna say this out loud and see what happens. This is why you gotta have a no person in your camp where it's like, I'm gonna post this. Let me read it first.
No.
You ain't posting that.
But you would expect someone who writes for a living to be able to read a room.
No, that man can barely read his own name, let alone read a room.
It's Stephen King now. He's in the 70s, right?
Yeah, getting there.
Late 60s. That's why he's always tried to be an ally, and sometimes the way he writes women or minorities is kind of cringe. But he weaves such a good story that you're able to just be like, this is good, and keep reading it to get to the end to find out, how it progresses. But
I knew he was suspect.
If you want to ally, just look at Ben and Jerry's.
Yeah. I can't wait to eat that ice cream again. I gotta beat this diabetes. I can't wait. I miss sugary stuff, but that's not the subject here. But no, go ahead, Rev. Go ahead.
If y'all want to get an idea of how Stephen King is, the book that Joe Hill wrote called Full Throttle, the whole preface has to do with how he became a writer, and he talked about his mom and dad. Bro, I was just like, so how did you become a writer?
How did he not though? He used to do comics before he did
Lock and Key. He did
Lock and Key was everything to me.
Same.
And then once I found out it was Stephen King's son, that was it. I was on it even more.
Yeah.
But he really could write. He writes really well. I have several of his books as well.
That was the crux of it. When you, I miss George Carlin. Let's just put it that way.
That man would have a field day.
Oh my Lord, his shows would sell out just to hear what he has to say.
It's not even outdated. That's the crazy thing.
It's all accurate. Everything to a T is accurate.
So in other news, as we know that Sinners has been performing extremely well.
As it should.
And as we were seeing several celebrities coming out in support, like, yo, go see this movie. One of those people was Tom Cruise. And as you know, he has a movie. He's the latest Mission Impossible is coming out. Mission Impossible is coming out. Get ready. And Michael B. Jordan said, I wasn't old enough to see the first one in the theaters. And he's quoted saying, I'm going to the theater. I won't miss this shit. And that's literally,
Tom Cruise looking at him like that. The discussion they had, like, that's not the end of the franchise. I just need somebody to take over because I'm tired of running 3 miles in every movie. I'm tired of running 5 miles.
He literally, so Michael B. Jordan was at the red carpet event for Mission Impossible, and Tom Cruise comes up and he congratulates him, and whatever he's whispering in his ear, I'm just like, you kind of got a seal of approval off your performance. You know, I hate to say it in that fashion, but optics wise, yeah.
All I got there to say is that man does not get Oscar. Well, let's be honest, because we now know that the movie presentation has new rules as far as watching movies they vote on. But it would be nice to actually see that man get flowers, especially after a performance in centers like that.
I'm not gonna lie, Michael. I've seen a couple of his films that he's been in, and Without Remorse is a good one too.
Yeah,
that's a good one. It doesn't get in there. My second in command is in the building. Lady Mandalore.
There she is.
She knows I'm not allowed to launch without her. She'll cat.
There she is, Miss America Wave. Really, Karen?
The queen of the New York boroughs, ladies and gentlemen. She's
I thought she came back early celebrating.
Who, me?
Somebody else.
I wasn't making a joke, but I was right.
You gonna reach for the bottle? It's a wrap.
I was just messing with you. I didn't think I was right.
It's a finale. Why would you
right? I just said, huh?
You just looked
But
right like this recent model.
too. I mean, you know, make my life more exciting.
So pretty much the gang's all here. I think now would be a good time to check out Ironheart.
Yeah.
Yes,
for
please.
For those who are living under some form of rock, I don't know. So we're gonna check this out real quick because why the hell not? This is something we've been wanting, been looking for, been needing ever since Wakanda Forever. Here she is, Riri Williams. Oh no,
wait a minute.
Are you being
wrong studio?
No,
Wrong studio. What is wrong with you?
Typical.
Dare you?
Yeah. This is what I get for not labeling them.
Hello? For real?
Welcome, Riri. In less than 3 minutes, the air in this elevator will no longer be breathable.
Oh, what is this?
Your Eyeview. You'll suffocate and die unless you break into the device on the floor. Or you'll find a gas mask. Good luck.
Screw this.
I heard Riri Williams was a genius. So you in or out? Riri, I see you. I see you're fed up, waiting to be acknowledged for your greatness.
You are not the first genius at MIT.
How come you're not working at one of those fancy tech firms?
After my internship abroad, I want to build something undeniable. Something
important.
Iconic.
I can give you the tools to help you carry out your vision. But anyone who's ever accomplished anything iconic in life has had to do some questionable things to get it done. What will you do, Riri?
You've bitten off a hell of a lot more than you can chew. I could chew a lot. You know nothing about this man.
You're gonna end up dead or in jail.
This is so much bigger than that.
This is wild. A shady bunker.
My bunker's not shady. Would a shady bunker have that on the wall?
It's literally above a crate of self-guided missiles.
I'm returning those.
So, that looks like a lot of fun. That's June 24th. That is going to premiere.
Yo, let's go.
The level to which that this has been shot is damn near movie quality.
Yeah.
It looks good. I'm, whatever the delay was, I'm sure is. I'll go out on a limb and say I'm sure it was a reasonable delay, for timing on these releases that they have coming out. They just have to. But they shouldn't have waited this damn long. This thing. Y'all should have been chomping at the bit, so, but it does look really good. It looks very inviting. I know they said 3-episode premiere on the 24th. I'm not sure the episode count, but it's probably somewhere between 8 and 10.
It's
probably because they're not gonna. Yeah, that's gonna. I mean, Daredevil spoiled us, so I doubt we're gonna get a full slate for that. So you're probably looking at 8 or 10 episodes.
Yeah. Say that again. What are you saying?
No, I said it was 8 episodes. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we can. Zuri just said, "Wait, I need to talk."
Zuri decides she wanted to talk halfway through sleeping.
Zuri had a comment.
So, but go ahead. Who said it? Yeah.
Oh,
what's it?
What?
Can I say that I'm extremely happy that Marvel is continuing to do what they always do and introducing a new character into the fold. That is the Hood right there on the screen. That Hood and those double pistols, that is the fucking Hood.
I was curious when it first announced, when they said this would be one of the antagonists. Or protagonists. Yeah, antagonists.
He's an antagonist.
Yeah.
I was incorrect. I'm so sorry. Yeah. It's actually only 6.
6?
What?
Okay. Interesting.
That is
so. If it premieres, oh no, wait, no, that lines up. That line it overlaps.
Why did it sound like a payment plan?
That's only the last episode will be right before July 11th.
Mm-hmm.
That sounds like a payment plan. Half up front, the other half over the next few weeks.
It is kind of messed up.
I'm kind of getting it now because they have a lot of shows for Disney Plus premiere. Like we were getting 3 episodes of Andor a week at this point, which the last 3 premiered last night. Just so that we'll have that moment of breathe, a couple weeks, boom, another one drops. And this would overlap to Fantastic Four. So that kind of makes it. They were on that before and it was working, but once again, shooting delays. COVID. The reshoots, so they kind of, they were on it for a minute. I'm trying to think I can't think of which series it was, but it actually worked. Like you had like a week or two and then the movie would drop. Which they're walking. They said they're after Vision Quest or Vision, whatever they're calling it. They said after that premieres, that'll be the last Disney or the last Marvel or MCU show that has a major MCU film character in it.
Yeah, that was supposed to be where
I'm okay.
Was supposed to be.
Yeah, I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that because for a lot of people, unless you're like a diehard. For a lot of people, it's a lot to consume, and that's fair. That's fair to say, okay, you got to watch Multiverse of Madness, and then you got to turn around and watch WandaVision, and then you got to. It's a lot for somebody to consume.
It was a lot of bombarding, even though it wasn't the time. But I mean, again, it's Ironheart, it's the Hood. Every time I see that guy, I want to either watch Hamilton or I want to watch Transformers because either one.
Anthony Ramos.
Yeah, Anthony Ramos. I'm like, dude. Every time I see us, either I'm watching Hamilton or I'm watching Transformers sometime tonight because I mean, again,
might not live to tell our story.
See,
I know. I'm definitely.
Let's tell the story of tonight. I'm sorry.
Watching for Mr. Manny, gangster friend of Good Girls. I will be rewatching that episode ladies. If you know what episode I'm talking about, it's that episode. Yeah, it's hot. Sorry. Yeah, no.
The nastiness. The nastiness.
You know what? I'll leave that alone because I'm gonna save that for the Burton series because I'm trying to figure out when those last two girls get married off.
Oh my god. No, but I was very interested in how bringing the hood in would work.
But it was an interesting way of how they did that because again, it's the hood. We're not exactly sure. We're not exactly sure how they were going to do it at first, but I mean, to go this route and kind of give them a little bit more of a kingpin feel, that's not bad.
Considering the fact there's a vacuum to be filled,
right?
And that's kind of the hood's thing is he is part of that cloth of no pun intended.
And the fact that he's being portrayed as a person of color.
Yeah.
Versus in the comics, that is, that's a Ryan Coogler genius idea right there. Let's continue to humanize them and let's make them not on the beaten path. Let's do that.
Yeah. Not only that, be prepared to see some form of symbolism throughout this series. Like not as deep as all, because Coogler is the executive producer for this. So maybe not as deep as his actual projects that he's on, but prepare to see some stuff.
I mean, he's got to guide them too,
Yeah.
He's putting his money into this too. He wants it to be as successful as it possibly can, and I'm sure it's something he's got to want to pay for what he wants to see too. And I don't think he wants to do something that's full of plot holes and bullshit.
Oh no, not the bullshit.
I don't. Knowing that, and like you said, lady, with him being involved, I don't think we're going to see plot holes because it's going from this and now they never said that you wouldn't see any Disney Plus MCU characters on the big screen. They never said that. They just said you wouldn't see the main characters on the big screen on the small screen, which means we probably won't see Yelena on season 2 of Hawkeye, unfortunately.
I still say in Ironheart, we're either going to see Shuri or Okoye.
Yeah, my money's on Okoye.
Mine too.
Same.
Because I think Okoye will show up.
It's a good way to tie it into Ice Wakanda.
Yeah, it ties the Eyes Wakanda. That's what makes me think Shuri's gonna get visited. I'm sorry, Shuri. That Riri's gonna get visited by her least favorite Wakandian because the first time they met in Eyes Wakanda, in Wakanda Forever, yeah, she's like, this heifer got speak.
It's not. They just had a very tense meeting. Okoye, on the other hand, actually liked her. She was like, she's got some fire in her. I like her. She would have been great for the army, but So I don't know. Whoopie, what you think?
Look, I'm looking forward to it. Like Issa Rae, I'm rooting for everybody black.
Speaking of which, I still need to sit down and watch Forever. I'm saving that for the weekend.
And I sat down to start watching it yesterday, but I got distracted by Lainey's stream.
Okay.
She was watching Lainey's stream. She was supporting Lainey's stream and then trying to support a black show.
Wait, she got renewed for season 2. Yay!
She really did. She really did. We are eating lately.
Yeah.
In spite of
what's that, we're not. That doesn't mean we trust fully Hollywood to handle that, but that's what Blerd Station is for. But I'm glad we're getting some. I'm glad we're getting some projects coming out that really do tell stories, not just from the black experience, but just the people of color experience. It's not woke people; it's real world stuff.
But if it doesn't relate to you, don't get mad. You have plenty of other things. You can go rewatch Friends for like the 10th time and be happy.
Listen,
y'all got friends. We got Living Single. We're happy.
There you go. Stop trying to suffer from black fatigue.
Stop trying to DEI in places that you don't want to be in because, well, let me shut up.
Learn what that term means on top of that. DEI and woke, because it's not what you think they are.
Right. Let's not let black fatigue be a thing, okay?
I don't know who came up with that BS.
Black fatigue. Who the
You know what? People been tired of black people for fucking ever. This ain't no new term.
That is
they're trying a new term. That's what it is.
Right. They're just using rock and co-opting terms that black people use to mean something else.
Black fatigue. I wish
I've never heard of such thing. I
love
being black.
Trust me, it's all over my YouTube.
Black fatigue is literally the fatigue that black people have from microaggression and macroaggressions of racism in their everyday lives and how it affects them mentally, psychologically, physically. And now they're trying to co-opt it to mean we tired of black folk.
Yep. They're trying to weaponize something they know nothing about.
But weren't y'all doing that anyway? So once again, you're proving, it's called racism. It's called y'all been doing that anyway. You just don't know what to call it.
It's much easier than black.
I wish someone that
call yourself racist and be the fuck down.
I wish somebody would about that.
I want to point out something that I think is hilarious because we've all seen Sinners several times. There's a scene there's tons of scenes that stand out in this film, but there's a scene where it's already going down, and Remick is talking to Smoke, and Smoke says, "Are you the Klan?" There's a look that Remick has in a response that's just like, I have an Irish clan, but it's clan with a C, not with a K. Sir.
Oh, the disrespect.
He was like, sir. He was
Remick was genuine.
He was genuine with it. He was like, he said, "Are you Klan?" He's like, "Sir." Whoa, we about equality over here. Look, I know what they do. That is not us.
that part forever makes me laugh. Just the whole, just clutch the pearls moment.
It was a clutch the pearls moment,
sir.
And it was like Lady M said, it was genuine. He was like, "Oh, wait a minute."
We don't do that sort of thing over here, sir. We are all about equality.
See, that would have made me paranoid back then to hear a vampire go, "Oh, we believe in equality." A white person, click, close the door. Close the door.
Because it was just like, "Yo, wait a minute." But yeah, he was genuinely offended by that. He was like, "Yo, the way you said that, nah."
But the whole thing about the religion with Miles's character reciting the Lord's Prayer, and he's like, that part I love too. Where he said, "Oh, the same words were said to me when they came to oppress me," and I do still find comfort in those words. But it's like, dang, this is gonna offend so many religious high people.
What do you mean it's gonna offend?
Look, people that don't know, there's a highly different thing between religion and spirituality.
Oh, facts.
It's a totally. When people's like, "How can you?" I'm like, I never said I didn't believe in the Lord above or anything, the powers that be. Religion's man-made, and I don't trust anything man-made. I'm just saying. Y'all come up with stuff and then twist it and then run with it and then corrupt it.
Y'all can still have y'all tax-free tax shelters. It's just hey, accept the truth for what it is.
I know I believe in the ancestors and what we were already doing. And we were like, wait, y'all coming over and doing what now?
If your God is running on, what is it? Not, 4G and can only be heard in one particular room on the entire planet,
You mean your multi-stadiums?
Yeah.
Hello,
like, I watch it. I'm just saying. I didn't say I didn't believe. It's just like I'm watching you. I'm like,
hey, no. It did have a lot of messages. That's why I said I love about Sinners. There is so many messages in that movie, and we could all relate to it. And that's the thing about it was historical because again I had to explain to people because they'd never picked up a history book or used Google that that a lot of Latinos, why are we in there? You guys weren't there during the 1920s. You weren't there. I hate to break it to you.
I suffer from the same thing Mal suffers from. That's what I suffer from. It's DAIPF. That's what it is. That's the term. Dumbass, ignorant people fatigue. That's what I suffer from that, and that's everyone. Like that is not a racial thing. That's everyone. I'm like, these people. I swear to God. That's person. It don't matter what you look like. I'm like, did you fall off the truck, baby? Did you fall off the truck?
Some of them are just proud to be stupid.
Yes. James Gunn. You did it again.
I don't got you about to play a trailer. I gotta go get some tissue.
Yeah. I already see that, and we've seen it in the teaser trailer. I already see that this Superman film is going to be a tearjerker in a good way, like hope in a good way. And just this trailer he dropped last night, I'm just like, oh, you're going for it. Like, you're going for it. And I'm with it because me living in Cleveland and this being the home, literally the home of Superman, and having him film it here and that be literally the symbol of hope. And what he said it himself that he wanted to tell this story, All-Star Superman.
Yep.
You know, that was the inspiration. And telling the story about this character that we really haven't seen told in this way really since Christopher Reeve. We've had several iterations of Superman since then, but it's something about Reeve's character that really embodied that same type of hope.
Yeah.
It's something about it. And it's just, you can still watch it. Don't care how dated it is. Still watch it and be like, you know what? I get it.
Like, because the story still works.
Yeah.
If you can humanize Superman to actually make him relatable to the everyday world, that story will always hold up.
So, Bama, to answer your question, were the creators of Superman from Cleveland? Yes, they were. Joe Shuster and Jerry Siegel were from Cleveland. The house where it was created at is not that far. It's actually in Midtown Cleveland. It's closer to downtown. They have it's a house that sits on a corner and it has a fence and it actually has some Superman poster and art on there. So yeah, this is the home of
the historical landmark by now.
It is. It's considered a historical landmark. They actually have a Superman statue in the airport. So like when people are coming in and they're coming up the escalator, that's who meets you. Is his statue. So yeah, it's actually really good. I went to the airport just to take pictures before. Like I had no other reason to be there. I wasn't picking up or dropping off. I'm like, I think I rode in with my mother. She was doing something, and I was like, I'm right with you. She was coming up from Akron. I'm riding with you. Yeah, so.
Y'all got something cool in your airport. All we have is a guitar. Because
there's a lot of cool and hidden gems in this city. I have yet to discover them all, but yeah, that's probably one of the few that stand out is knowing that Superman was created here.
Yeah.
So we're going to check that trailer out right now. As far as go ahead and grab Ziri's baby wipes or something.
That's good. I'm good. I got a blanket. Well, her blanket.
He's going to use the baby blanket. Got a damn Linus over here.
Look,
here we go.
Zuri is knocked out. She don't mind me using her blanket.
Lord. So here we go. We're going to check that out now.
Serious right now? Are you being serious right now?
Yeah.
You'd let me interview you as Superman.
Sure.
Ready?
Let's do it, Cronkite.
Superman.
Miss Lane.
Recently, you've come under a lot of fire for
I
what
know,
some
it's a
might.
lot of
It's
fire,
a lot.
He asked for this.
Today, the Secretary of Defense said he was going to look into your actions. That's funny?
My actions? I stopped a war.
Maybe.
Not maybe. I did.
In effect, you illegally entered a country.
This is how you're gonna be?
I'm not the one being interviewed, Superman. Did you consult with the president?
No.
You seemingly acting as a representative of
I
the
wasn't
United States
representing
will cause
anybody
more
except for me.
problems around the world.
And doing good.
I would question myself in the same situation and consider the consequences.
People were going to die. Hey, buddy. Eyes up here.
Your choices, your actions. That's what makes you who you are.
Superman. He's not a man. He's an it. He's somehow become the focal point of the entire world's conversation. I will not accept that.
I cleaned your boots. I'll go get them for you.
You have a dog?
Nice.
I love it.
There's a scene in here where he hits the ground and a guy, a simple civilian, helps him up, and I'm like, yeah, first the dog and now this. Yeah, I think you're onto something. Thank you. Because he's just like, he's always helping people, and why wouldn't the people want to help back?
All it shows is that the wrong voices are speaking out loud of what the danger is, when in actuality they are the danger themselves. It is, you know, anything that's different is the threat, and you could clearly see that. Even though Lois is trying to be this unbiased reporter, you could still kind of see it in there as she's doing this interview, and I'm going, wow, this is what this tone is going to bring.
And that still is great. Because it's funny where, you know, Lois being Lois, I'm going to do exactly what they're going to do to you at the hearing.
Right.
And it's like, but the whole thing of Superman losing is cool. What I was trying to explain to people, you'd be surprised the very few times we've seen Superman actually lose his cool. It's very
Come on now, tell it.
in between.
Homelander could never. I'm just saying.
Him and the Plutonian would be tag team partners. Okay, that is just.
But it's definitely say it.
I'm sorry. Scoreboard Symphony. Me and you were friends. We are just what you wrote. We are friends.
I'll put it back up. He says the brightness is from Reeves. The dark parts are similar to Gaville. What Gunn and David is adding is this fantastical world with width and depth that feels lived in and in ways we've never seen in DC in this.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
This is true. We have it. That level of what Christopher Reeves brought, different time, but it brought that, like you said, that brightness. They couldn't go that level. They didn't have what they have now, of course.
Right.
But that is it's on par for what people are looking for. Big red draws, outside and all that stuff. Like, that's the man, and we seen in the teaser trailer with Crypto. We're seeing it now when he's fighting, when he goes up against the engineer. Like,
and shout out to old boy. I'm sorry. Go ahead, here.
I really thought that was Mercy. I'm not gonna hold you.
I
thought that was Mercy.
Now that's the engineer, because like Gunn said, he's bringing in characters. He's bringing in characters that we have not seen on screen, or even in animation,
ever.
For that matter. Ladies in the building.
Hey!
Oh my gosh! Hi. Okay.
Hi. Hey, Jojo.
So,
What's up, family?
I think what we're seeing now is, for one, Gunn knows emotion very well.
Yeah.
When it comes to these types of characters, he knows how to bring that type of emotion. The first thing I thought of was like, it'd be nice if he shot here in Cleveland. What did he do? There's a good portion of this film shot here in Cleveland and in Cincinnati. In Cincinnati, there really is the Justice Hall, and it looks like the Hall of Justice from the 1980s Super Friends cartoon. And he shot down there too. Like, the man knows his stuff. He said, no, you got a real fan here. I'm giving all due diligence to this character, and it's going to be right. And
the humanizing. That's why I'm still stuck on that, because I've said this, and again, I say it before and I'll say again, this is where Snyder failed. You did not humanize a superhero to make him relatable. You decided to go a different route. Gunn did in what? 3 trailers now? In 3 trailers, you have yet to hear anybody say that they're not going to be watching this come July.
That part.
In 3 trailers, he's shown. Actually, think about it. In 3 trailers, he's shown 3 different things. He's shown. He's literally. We got introduced to Crypto in the 2nd trailer, and now we're getting introduced to the complication that the world is not always going to be rosy because of Superman's actions. And you still have Lex Luthor hating with a look. He ain't said 2 words yet. That's the part that I love. The fact that you get the right actor, you get the right look, and this man just walks in, GQ drip, immediately hates Superman, and you can tell without him saying a dog. He didn't say a dog a word in the end of the trailers yet. So you
hear him narrating, but that's something. It's not no scenes. It was so. That says a lot about what Gunn is doing with this, right? And not only that, you're giving shine to characters that we would always seen on Arrow or Legends of Tomorrow. And it's the first time we're seeing Guy Gardner in live action, and that's tying into Peacemaker and tying into Lanterns, what he's shooting for HBO Max now. Yes, that's what it's called. That's a whole nother story. But it was like, how you dead name yourself? So seeing these types of actions taking place in a film, which this is going to be a franchise. I already know that. It's in a franchise like this, and knowing how to tell those stories. I sat back and watched a lot of James Gunn projects outside of the DC stuff. And it wasn't until he started doing Guardians and Peacemaker and Creature Commando that I'm like, dude, you're really tapping into emotion. You're tapping into like character building and literally character building. And this is what I'm liking from people like him. This is what I'm liking from people like Ryan Coogler. I want to see that. There's a way to do it. Without overdoing it. So
it's
or
narrative.
Your audience like they're infantile. Like ask them, make them go up a notch. It's okay to bring people up with you with your stuff. You don't have to go over their heads, but just open the door, just crack it, make them think a little bit past what they're seeing in front of their face.
That part.
What you got?
Idiots.
Yeah.
I feel like the trailer was amazing. The last iteration of Superman, in my opinion, they were trying to find their place in a world that had the super serious Nolan films. We Marvel was doing their own thing, and they were trying to like carve out a space. And then, to me, it always felt rushed. The last set of it always felt rushed to me, like they were trying to catch up. At the point that they entered the fray, Marvel was already 10 years into making their movies. And they were fighting so hard to catch up and grab a little bit of that money. And it seems like with this, I'm not going to say 100% because we don't have the finished product yet, but it seems like he's trying to make a film for the not just the fans, but to bring new people in that will enjoy the franchise. Because clearly, like you said, it's going to be a franchise.
And you know, to your point, I feel like he's also making a film that's already had the franchise lived in.
Right.
So at this point now, you're bringing everybody in on an already viable world of different superheroes and not trying to make your own superhero movie for this one, your own superhero movie for that one, like Marvel did. And that was okay because it worked for Marvel.
Right.
But it did not work for DC for the most part. And he's not going to be like, oh, I'm just going to give you like a tape of this person. That's your intro. No, okay, this person is already here. Okay, these superheroes are already here. You're already meeting them. And not only that, you're breathing them into different places. So Creature Commando, like you guys said, Peacemaker, like you guys said, they're all intertwining now in a smart way, not in a like a forced way.
Yeah, I agree. It's definitely, and he stated that. Gunn actually stated that this world is lived in already. You don't need the origin stories. We know this character has been around for 70 plus years. You don't need the origin story anymore.
We have the internet.
Much.
We have the internet.
The interweb doesn't
like to build on what you just said, like that's kind of also what made the Sony Spider-Man movies better. We didn't have to sit through the whole Uncle Ben died this way thing to get to where we needed to be. We don't need at this point, we really don't need another an intro. Yes, we know how he got here. And if you don't, Google's free.
Read a book.
Read
a book.
Like Lil Jon said, read a book. Read a book.
Read a book.
Reading,
no, but I can definitely appreciate what he's doing with this character in this world, in this growing franchise. Like he's firing on all pins at this point, and he's just like, "Yo, get ready! Like this stuff is working." Like, what's it? I think we're going to see the Justice League in August. Well, just what is it? The Justice Society. I want to think they probably going to be called. Yeah. We're going to be seeing them and Peacemaker first.
Oh, right.
And then, July, August. No, we're going to see them in Superman first and then in Peacemaker. That's what it is.
Yeah.
And then I think Lanterns is next year.
Yep.
And we'll already have Guy Gardner introduced. So you
got to get the most out of that bowl cut.
Yeah.
You got to get the most out of it.
What? Come on now.
You have
I don't know how much
so bad.
Look,
they got the perfect guy to play him. I'm not gonna lie. It was just
that poll is perfect. Okay.
I was gonna say we're probably getting Nathan Fillion in a hero even though we couldn't get him as Hal, we couldn't get him as Nathan Drake. I'm just happy we got him in a superhero movie, period. Outside of TDK for those that are Suicide Squad.
Nobody's gonna remember that.
Nobody's gonna remember TDK.
Oh my god! But yeah, it's I'm looking forward to that. You know, that's definitely a film I was like lined up already. You don't even have to sell me on it. I know what this guy is capable of doing.
Right.
I can't. You haven't missed. You haven't missed.
The greatest
you took a previous franchise that was already tanking and made it better. Like they watched your sequel to a film, The Suicide Squad.
Mm-hmm.
You took The Suicide Squad and made it better.
I got one better
than the original.
I got one better. He took Creature Commandos and basically made not only people go back and get the comics, but turn around and made that one of the more watched series.
Yeah.
On the HBO Identity Crisis platform.
Yeah, so
that part.
It was definitely looking forward to that film. But yeah, I do like what he's building in that world. Go ahead.
I'm sorry. First, I need a refresher. Warner Brothers gave Ryan Coogler that deal, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't want him to go to Warner Brothers. I don't want him to go to
come to the Identity Crisis platform. We're not even
there's two people that's digging Warner Brothers out of their muck right now. It's Coogler and Gunn right now. Like, they're kind of digging them out. Like, yo, we got projects that's about to make everybody happy. So.
No, only because they're so fucking the same. They're so the
Come
same.
to the Identity
I just want you to go to the movies and learn something. Why are they? They're too much the same. And here, take the keys to the fucking castle. I don't want them to go away.
Don't hold back. Tell us how you really feel.
Right.
Give him the money. Just turn your head, Disney. Just go away. Just whatever you want. Don't stop looking in his general direction. Look down when you talk to him. You don't have it.
Yo, somebody misheard wires. Yo.
Oh my God. No, but I think they're definitely going to be in a good place with this franchise, and they'll be completely fine. Completely fine. It looks like it.
Pretty much.
I with the track record Gunn has right now with the DC universe, I'm wondering what that Lanterns trailer is going to look like.
Man, start off with Blackest Night.
That might be something pretty intense.
I would say I will. The only reason why I say that because it's the easiest story to do, and if you're doing a true detective story, that would line up with it.
I mean, they kind of did I got a gut feeling. If it's anything like the road trip that Hal and Green Arrow went on, if it's anything like that, or have elements of it, or have elements, yeah.
What that means.
You're gonna have to look. So there's a series of there's a book series, and it's called Green Arrow, Green Lantern.
Mm-hmm.
And
I honestly thought that y'all were talking about a show, and I'm like, what fucking
show
are you talking about? I didn't know.
No. And basically it's Green Arrow. It's not a buddy cop comedy type vibe. It's more of a buddy cop drama.
Yeah.
And it's like Green Arrow is very much street level. I don't care how rich I am. I'm still street level. I'm handling the stuff. And he said in the Justice League cartoon, I'm handling the stuff that you guys won't touch.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's still purse snatchers, rapists, and whatever else down here. Who's going to handle them? You know, and so he still goes out and handles that series, that stuff. And he's looking at Hal Jordan like that. This whole journey that they literally are going across the country, just learning stuff. And Arrow's learning, teaching him stuff. Hal is teaching him stuff, and he's like, basically, yo, you're a cop. You're a cop. Not everybody down here is a criminal. They touched on racism. They touched on bullying. They touched on so many issues that, like, the one with the racism, Arrow got in Hal's tail. Like, yo, wait a minute, dude. You're too much like a cop. You're not hearing people out. And I don't mean like the butthole cops we got nowadays, that don't care. Like, no, he's literally in cop mode. He's a space cop. He's in cop mode. And the first thing he hears is crime activity. Who's involved? No, wait, you didn't ask the right questions. Mm-hmm. Your assumptions are off.
But then we also found out that on a whim that Oliver could actually use Hal's ring by accident.
Yeah.
Okay, I had to make sure I remember. I had to make sure I was remembering my comics right because I was like, I think that was the arc where he found out he could use the ring.
Yeah, it's all about willpower. If you have the willpower, you can use it. It's the same with Batman.
Mm-hmm.
Batman can use either the green or the yellow. He has the willpower to use. He has the willpower to use the Green Lantern ring. He causes enough fear in criminals to use the yellow.
Oh wow!
I thought it was blue too, but I could be wrong. I thought it was 3 rings, but it could be 2.
Flash was blue. Flash had the
Flash was blue.
Yeah, Flash was the blue ring. He had the blue ring.
Yeah.
And so it's funny because even in the Batman animated series, that's when he's using the green ring, and he's not the least bit like impressed. Right. It's just he the ring flies to him, it gets on his hand, he ends up flying straight up, and he's just kind of like, huh.
And I think that's when Hal just looked at him and was like, "This fool could use our powers. This fool could use the ring."
It was so nonchalant. He was just like, huh.
The ring
and adjusted, you know, most people get a ring. First thing they try to do is like they don't know how to fly. Bruce is like, I got this.
Of all the constructs, you have with a green power ring, I'm like, sir, first thing I'm doing is giving myself wings.
So we're going to come right back. We're going to talk about some more nerdy news and closing out the season about some of our favorite moments and whatever else went down.
No.
So, we'll be right back.
Let's reach out one time.
Welcome to the Super Breakdown Podcast, where cosmic tales unfold. Join Power Maximus, Lord Triage, and the Darth Legacy Jason M40 on a journey through heroic realms where legends are born and destinies entwine. Delve into the cosmic currents, unraveling the mysteries of superheroes, villains, and champions. Embrace the cosmic energy that binds us all, and let your journey begin. This is the Super Breakdown Podcast. Enter the cosmic saga.
What? Yeah. What? Understand I got a lot on my mind, a lot on my chest.
starting a war with these stars, you won't get far. This is the way you play a game of life, a Death Star. So far removed from the drama, we don't know this harm, but won't hesitate to shed a light like a Patronus charm. With mischief managed, troubles at a disadvantage. Must be something in the water, dip your toe because you know it's warm. Where can you find another show with such a fine cast? And if you try to box them in, they playing Minecraft. And basically the sum made up like you define math. This crew's the best and it figures like a line graph. A merry band like the words I do. Level-headed, you don't have to have absurd IQs. They know you can relate because they're nerds like you. With their help, you'll see the world from a blur's eye view. Yeah. You are now tuned in to Blerd's Eye View. And without further ado, we out. Yeah.
Greetings, and welcome to the official live stream of BlerdCon 2025, brought to you by Blerd Station. My name is Demetrius Holt, and I am the community partner here at Blerd Station.
We want to support our independent artists.
Happy to be here at BlerdCon, helping co-sponsor with Blerd Station.
Shout out to Blerd Station for providing the platform.
We appreciate the opportunity to promote it.
Shout out to him and Blerd Station for even making all this possible for us to go live.
Ain't nothing like your own folks supporting you.
Right.
Hey, we're at the Blerd Station panel.
I really want to thank Blerd Station for giving American Media the opportunity to be part of this broadcast.
Shout out to Demetrius, the good folks over at Blerd Station. Love your guys' channel, love what you're doing, and thank you for having me on.
You see how you guys glowed from that conversation?
What you're witnessing today is not just another live stream, but an expertly produced event by a dedicated press team capturing the very essence of the BlerdCon experience.
I appreciate you. Yeah, man. Appreciate you. For anything black,
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Demetrius Holt, and I am also known as Hellspawn Cosplay.
They predicted the future more than Simpsons in the last decade.
I meant what I said, bro. I meant what I said.
Right here. Say Blerd Station crew, y'all.
Created the black version, then I know him everything.
This is Chris Fury. This is Lady Mandalore. We're here with Ahmed Best.
But the tone of it is really what we found.
Blerd Station?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Apologies, sir. I wasn't really familiar with the game.
What?
Is your favorite CEO, Miss Flo, and I'm here with a new legendary Orlando Jones.
Take time to express our sincere thanks and gratitude to each and every one of our sponsors who put in on this production.
Studio Moyo has officially joined Blerd Station as a strategic partner.
You'll also get an inside look at exciting projects by our esteemed sponsors, alongside original content produced in-house at Blerd Station. I'm the creator of Issue 1, an original series by Blerd Station. Whether you're looking to elevate your event or enhance your audience engagement, Blerd Station is here to help see your vision come to reality.
Oh, that's fire.
If you or someone you know is interested in partnering with Blerd Station, whether it's hosting a live stream or investing in our growing platform or sponsoring future broadcasts, please don't hesitate to get in touch with us. You can go to blerdstation.com and hit contact and hit us up directly. And please don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe so you can keep up with all the information and content that we're bringing you. Help us spread the word. Thank you again for your continued support, and stay tuned for more incredible moments ahead.
All right, we're back, and I'm at the bottom. Never happens. I'm curious at the bottom. I gotta switch our lineups around here. Wait a minute.
Put it out.
So, if it does it, whatever. Anyway, so real quick, well, something else I noticed in the Superman trailer, the scene where he's being brought in, right? And they throw the can at his hand. Now, he was like, he blinked his eye. I'm like, the man's human. If you're talking about the actor, it's human. Other than that, yeah, they fixed that. But there says a lot for that scene where he doesn't blink and that happens. Mm-hmm. Because Homelander could never. I'm just saying, we won't compare apples to oranges over here. Even when Lois is interviewing him and he's getting upset because he's like, I'm doing something good, but she's trying to show him this is how they're going to grill you. So be prepared. I'm trying to help you prepare. And in the case of Homelander could not take that criticism. He can't. No. He doesn't. He doesn't have the gravitas to handle it. His ego is too much. He cannot handle that level, even in practice. He cannot handle that level of pressure. Like, you know what? I can take care of all of you right now, and I think I will. And so that's his. Clark isn't like that, right? He's like, look.
Well, Homelander is a representative of white man fragility, so.
Yeah, that's. Couldn't be more true. In other news,
that part.
Right. Ryan Kiera Armstrong, who we last seen on Star Wars: The Skeleton Crew as Fern, has been cast as the new Slayer for not the Buffy the Vampire Slayer reboot. It's a revival, so it sounds like a continuation, not starting over.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's move on to the next topic, please.
That means that they can make live news. I'm here for that.
Like if it's stated as a revival, I'll take it.
That's different.
Yeah, we'll move on to the next topic. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna watch this too. I ain't gonna hold you.
Hey, if Buffy's still involved, I'm in. Which she is. I'm in. So Davy's like, no. Sarah Michelle Gellar is still involved, and Here we are. So
good night and good luck.
So there we are.
I only have one thing to say about that. Charmed remix.
I see what you did there.
Well, they need to put it
Here's the
back.
thing, that was on CBU versus this being on Hulu, so we're hoping that it's going to be different creative juices behind it.
Yeah, well, the juices got spoiled. Okay, they where has their expiration date? They should have been taken off the shelves. Yeah.
I mean,
You're
we did
not
have
wrong,
Frey.
like
We did have Frey. So
exactly. But then you also had that what is it? That Dr. Giggles person from last year, and that shit was horrible. So I don't know.
Oh man, Dr. Giggles, jeez. So
Not
as I said before,
Giggles.
oh wait, I can't think of the name, but yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Okay.
As I said earlier, this is season 15. This is season finale. We've had a lot of shining moments during the season. We've had some ups and downs in our personal lives, but as a crew always does, we always check on each other, we support each other, we lift each other up, and we also encourage other people, or people that watched and supported us. We do the same. But I want to just do like a quick roundtable. Well, I don't want to say quick, but I want to do a nice roundtable on what was their favorite moments from this season. And I know Tafari is going to tell everybody where we're going to be at, because even though we're not going to be here, we're going to be out in the world. You know, we may even do a pop-up online between now and mid-July, late July, who knows? You never know. So we'll start with our real horror lady. What were some moments you took away from this past season, and what are you looking forward to?
Okay. Obviously, BlerdCon and being at BlerdCon with the Peaks. Also being a lot more in the gaming room. Shout out to Navy, because this was so much fun. And actually, even though it's my 4th year, that was my first year actually being in there. And I'm just so sorry I missed Janelle Monáe. I'm so sorry I missed her. I'm so sorry I missed them.
We tried.
Listen, it is what it is. I think that we just had some amazing Black excellence come out in Hollywood this year, and just to top it all off with just us geeking out really heavily on Sinners made my day. Okay, because like we knew Sinners was gonna be great, but we ain't know it was gonna be multi-layeredly great. And the fact that we were able to really just talk about that for a couple of weeks. It wasn't even like a day. We were able to talk about that a couple of weeks. To live in that Black horror space made me. That's my
Gotcha.
I agree. Like, we're still living in that Black horror space. I'm just saying, it's. Lady Mandor, I think I have an idea what one of your biggest takeaways is, but I'll let you tell me what was your biggest takeaway from the season, and what you're looking forward to.
You know what? I'm not gonna hold you. I'm having a mild stroke of everything that we did this year. It was a lot.
Same.
Since about January.
Yeah. It's only been 4 months.
We did so look, I could call back stuff that happened in 2023 and throw it up here right now. I'm legitimately, aside from like major travel events, which obviously, everything has been kind of a blur for me this year. I'm not gonna hold you. I love when we have guests on, but I love it more when it's just us vibing.
Yeah.
Those are the moments that I really stick the most. I love finding out about our guests. I love finding out new things to get attached to. But the time where we're acting the goddamn ass on here and just vibing with one another, those are the moments that I enjoy the most. I enjoyed the most out of all of that Baby's face every time we put on the Holy Roller music.
I'm sorry. What?
When your theme music. I loved it when we surprised you with the theme music. That was
I'm not gonna lie. That the first time I premiered it, the look he had was like,
that was beautiful.
Yeah, that went from a joke to reality. That went from a joke to reality.
And you get that
You gotta
face every time now.
The Reverend needed his moment whenever he feels a sermon that comes on, and it was
it hit in a way. He was like, the first thing they said was like, nigga. I'm like, had to happen. It had to happen.
Y'all made me blush on the national internet. That was the strangest thing in the world.
But
Spartan. No, go ahead. No, go ahead.
Outside of
the floor short.
it's always seeing y'all live and in person. And Tafari's surprise birthday party, that was fun. And then also
That I'm mad I couldn't make that. I was so mad I couldn't make that.
listen, look, it almost didn't happen. It's several times for several reasons. It almost didn't happen.
Look, don't tell me a solid day and then the day gets switched and no one tells me why.
We gonna talk after the show, but the biggest thing is the Janelle Monáe magic that happened, like out of nowhere. That was awesome too. That was awesome.
Something else that was spoken into reality.
Yeah.
Because I literally, in our Blerd Station chat, me being the director, I said, "We get this. I want Kira and Flo to run point. It's only right. I want it.
I'm gonna get it." You're like, oh, there's a block.
That's her Uno laugh, y'all. I've never heard it before. That's her Uno laugh.
Right?
That whole and if it wasn't for Navy running point on that, when I say he was like, they said that this and this and this, and I said rules. We do rules. Did they forget who they were dealing with?
I'm like Rocket. I'm gonna get the hand.
I'm gonna get that hand.
I'm gonna get
It's like, I'm gonna get that on. Let's get that on.
Same. We gonna make this happen. Fuck that.
Yeah. Like one thing I can say that you can bank on this crew is we want you to tell us no. Just so we can be petty enough to go against the grain. Mm-hmm.
I like the soft life. I'm not gonna say I want you to tell me no.
Oh, I smoke.
However,
I'll read your body language and go, translating, you're an idiot. We're gonna do this anyway. All right.
Because I'm telling you, when somebody say, "Yeah, y'all can't do it," I'm like this. Mm-hmm. Now I'm
happy to show our word.
Yeah. Let me show you better than you. Me? Tell me? Look. You thought Lex Luthor had an ego? Wait till you tell me no.
Right.
Just wait till just watch. Just watch. So, Tafari.
I think getting ready to go over all the Blerd TV we watched between Spider-Man, Daredevil, Goonies in Space.
That's just what it was. It's Goonies in Space.
Yep.
Yeah, so just getting to connect with that because outside my brother, I don't have anybody else in my house to really talk about it with. So looking forward to those with y'all every week. Yes, I appreciate the birthday party at BlerdCon. Thank you. I like bowling. Thank you. Our waiter was
body
also,
language from Lady Mandalore.
Right. That was suspect.
Our waiter was also I think our waiter was just a nice lady, and that was it. So
Kira busted out laughing. Tells me there's more to this story.
No, because what was it? I ordered like a milkshake or something, and it was taking like a hot minute. Like the whole city was on strike or something. Between that and Flo's lemonade, which took an hour the day before.
Hey.
Oh yeah, that was weird.
Wow.
I don't know, but then the girl who was like taking our order, I guess she went and made the milkshake herself and brings it out. She's like, "Yeah, I don't think it's that great, but I want to just help you out here." I didn't think anything of it. Apparently, everyone else there was like,
That is not all that she said, but go off.
What
sir.
did I don't please because I don't fully remember
Go off,
what.
sir. You're
What
fine.
did she say?
You're
No,
fine.
no, go
It was
ahead.
the best milkshake you've ever had.
Like it's an episode of Brooklyn Nine-Nine. And here's what really happened.
My memory is more on the food. Kira, please, by all means, recall.
Hey,
what
no,
she said.
my God, that was your moment. I'm not. That's your birthday party. I'm not here to tell
I'm
on nobody's birthday party.
All I'm saying is
Yeah,
I was handed
that's
food, and
the
my
taste.
eyes went immediately to the food, and then everyone else is like, "So what was that?" I'm like, "What was what?" That was chocolate and stuff in a cup. That's what that.
Lynn.
You are such a very nice guy to find.
Innocent.
That's all I'm gonna say. I mean, it's so sweet. How
Look,
nice.
they want the details.
Like, please, by all means, they're not going to say it.
You might as well go on and say it now.
One of
You
y'all
really
remind me
might
what
as well
she
say it.
said because I fully don't remember.
No, I'm talking about
I'm
Kira.
gonna be honest with you.
Kira's
I
holding
don't
off on
remember what she
information.
said, but I just remember how it went, and I'm just was like, wow, okay.
Was it a flirtatious moment?
Oh,
And he just
the best.
Oh,
Oh, she was feeling the TV, huh? She was
I will
feeling the
say this.
TV, huh?
The tip was already included. She did not have to work as hard as she did.
I want to say pause, but I don't think it's appropriate.
I didn't think it was a big deal until I got the post game interview from these two. I was like,
he was oblivious. He was oblivious.
So she was flirting.
Yes.
Hence why my memory of whatever she said is locked away with those two. So if you want to know, ask them.
Welcome to my world.
Farm remembers. Okay.
I remember the food.
That's the clip. Peppered Farms remembers. That's the clip right there. That's the name of that clip.
She did her thing. I appreciate it. But bowling was fun. The stream was fun. Getting to hang out with everybody again. Just all of it. Again, just getting to see people in real life, and then just
make that another one.
Oh, I plan to just this.
Oh my goodness!
Wow.
Wait till next year.
Getting to hang out with everybody IRL, getting to cross over to this next chapter of life with my friends. So then just some of the cool people we've had come through who we've met or supported before, and then we finally get to make that connection with them now. So it's been fun. A lot of television, a lot of tantrums, a lot of tangents.
Oh, a lot of tangents. I was like, I started using the red line for the tangent. I'm like, let it fry. It's good. Right. It makes for good stuff. Whoopty, what's your takeaways from this season?
You guys are a beacon in my week. And just coming on and being able to talk about all the foolishness that I like to talk about with people that know what I'm talking about makes my day.
I know the feeling. As long as I've been married to my wife, and the flirtation things I say that come from nerd stuff, like I can't tell you how many times I've told her I'll be in my bunk, and she was like, "What are you talking about?" I'm like, "What's the whole show?"
I have a sibling who swears she's not a nerd, but she is definitely nerd adjacent. She tries to fight it and act like she's not. She's just as Tolkien heavy as I am. She loves high fantasy. She loves Star Wars. She loves Marvel. But ask her if she's a nerd, and she's like, no, and she runs away.
Nice.
Oh my God, not to run away.
He runs away literally. Like she'll be sitting here, and if I'll be like, "But look at," off she goes.
Do you hear little feet tap, like feet tapping?
And I'm looking forward to meeting more of you guys in person. I've already met two. I'm seeing one next week.
Damn right.
I'm really looking forward to meeting the rest of y'all.
Oh, it's gonna happen.
I know that's right.
Yeah,
it's gonna happen. Right. If it's anything like Firefly and Mal and Zoe at the bar, it's gonna be some good trouble.
Lord,
definitely good trouble. Spartan.
Hang on, I'm getting attacked. She woke up and was like, "Hey!" She woke up and started attacking me and my hair.
He says, "Taddy, be out."
Literally, figuratively.
She said, "I heard the man beneath us is being attacked. I would like to jump in."
go for it, Tamara, because I look at her situated first. Go for it.
No, you're good. I was just making a joke. She wanted Zuri wanted to join the verbal skerfuffle I was victim to her.
Yes, Miss. Yeah.
He's talking about the cologne stuff.
No,
but I'm glad he got in touch with Webster Style. So
thank you, Mr. Webster. Thank you.
Now I will say because my whole thing has always been tangents. I didn't because life be life and couldn't actually join you guys at cons this year, but it's just the tangents that we have that I literally
eating your beard. I'm sorry.
I think she has regrets about that choice she just made.
Obi didn't get you like this.
What? Baby, no.
Obi never got you like this, bro.
Oh my god!
Do you see that I have to fight her? I have to hold her at a distance. I have to hold her literally at a distance because she will try to. You see what I got to deal with when she's not a girl, really.
Familial assault, Dada. I want a taste of father.
Give that baby some fiber. What's going on?
Look. Wait. She eats all the time. Those two between her and Obi. If I got, why are you attacking?
God damn it. I need some sweet potatoes.
No, she is hyper and attacking right. Ow!
Give me fries, brother. Give me fries, father. I want fries. Oh my lord!
You have meat now.
Beard eating baby alert.
Oh wow!
I keep her.
She got you just trimmed it yourself. I didn't realize she was plucking at your face.
No, you missed when she was doing this. See, when y'all was talking, she was literally doing this to my face,
and she's trying to eat that lock.
Yeah, and trying to eat my hair.
Yep.
At the same time.
Oh, now he disappeared. Uh-oh.
Captain.
No. Oh.
There we go.
It's just us. Oh, there we go. We're slowly coming back. We're slowly coming back.
And we live again.
There we go.
Did you fire the dog? It's the dog.
Damn scrolls.
Yeah, the dog.
Let me go ahead and move on. No, my whole thing has been tangents. We have sat there and between that and Shoyo showers, which will still stick in my head. How did we go from Bama's 5-minute showers to Shoyo bathing in sulfuric acid and for 30 minutes? That was our tangent for 30 minutes. One of many tangents that we've been on, but
there's got to be a fine-tuned time for showering. Shoyo says 30 minutes, and I'm like, 30 minutes? Your hot water lasts that long?
Shoyo
how long it takes to make soup.
Shoyo be roasted in a shower. I'm sorry. 30 minutes in a shower. Are you just trying to make sure you're well done?
Let's trying to keep the black on.
Hey, look, the time stamp on that entire segment is just whatever this conversation was.
But that was my whole thing. It's just the fact that whenever we get on tangents, they are never boring.
Right.
They're never boring.
The people agree. They're never boring. They are severely entertained. So
damn, my baby.
Don't let it go back.
If you are in the military or your name is Jack Bauer, yes.
I'm about to say military, they at least give you 10 minutes.
How you wash your legs in 10 minutes?
You get sick.
The kids in holes got like 8. Damn.
I was gonna say I can't speak for Navy. I only can speak for Army. I can only speak for Army because I work beside them.
Oh my God. That's the fact he said no. The kids in holes got 8 minutes. Jesus.
Right.
Granted, it required tokens and it was all cold water, but still.
No, you expect hot water? Hot water for Air Force.
So, oh my God, Navy. What were your takeaways and looking forward to for the following or the upcoming season? 50 Shades of Shoyo.
Yep. Doggone it, Malika.
Eminem has been on a roll for the last couple ones though. His
he's been getting
You
it
don't
in.
care no more.
He was like, I'm crew now. I'm part of the crew now. I'm part of the crew now.
Lord. For me, I think one of the biggest, besides having the chance to congregate with some of the dopest people around who understand what it means to be a Blerd, embrace it, and show the world that it is the sexiest motherfucking thing to do.
Period.
To the different. Every episode has been a journey this season, and it continues to just influence other creators. There are other creators who actually watch what we do, and they're influenced and they're inspired. So it's awesome to be a part of that. Episodes 1 and 2.
Just know you can't copy the formula. It's all natural over here, baby.
Lord have
Well,
mercy.
at least give us a goddamn shout out.
That part.
One step at a time.
Wait, I should have blew it up. I looked straight at the fire. He gave that look. It was like, damn it, he gave that same look everybody look when you watching sitcoms. They just look at the camera. That ain't dead.
That's why I have it angled that way. I'm not gonna look straight off. I'm not gonna look straight often, but when I do, it's important.
There's a reason. My favorite takeaway from this weekend, this season, was when we played D&D together.
Yes.
That was fun.
Absolutely.
Episode 1 and 2 was absolute fire.
That will be revisited.
I got crushed by a troll.
Don't feel bad. Kira left me twice. Kira's character left me twice.
I will say this on a personal note. February was really rough, and the fact that y'all came through for me speaks more volume than anything. Y'all have solidified a part of my life, and it's a day by day journey. Y'all checked up on me. Y'all make sure I was good. Lady Mandalore was a psycho, but I love you anyway. And
that's why I brought her onto the crew.
That part. And just being a part of this collective is a blessing. So that's my takeaway from it.
She is the life coach of the group.
Get your shit together. No.
Bama, go to episodes 1 and 2. That's all you gotta do. Go to episodes 1 and 2, and we're gonna do this again.
Oh yeah. I often have said, reason why I said Lady M is like my second in command. If I'm Captain Reynolds, she's Zoe Washburn.
Mm-hmm. She's Zozo. From now on, you know that's Zozo.
That's a good thing. Like, so for those who have not watched Firefly, or the crew that Malcolm Reynolds brings on are really extensions of himself. Shepherd Book is an extension of belief that Mal used to have. Zoe is the extension of his just his shooter. He's straight guns, blast them away, ask questions later. Jane Cobb is just like the loose cannon when necessary. So Kaylee is his innocence, and Wash is his comedic calm demeanor.
Curse your nose, the trail.
Yeah, so like when you really break down that show, and you realize these are extensions of himself, and with him not realizing. So like the Lady M will like, Captain, please let me take this gun. I'm like, go right ahead.
I'm gonna be quiet.
Take the gun, you take the saber, whatever you need to do, just don't hit the windows. We still in space. And so like, torture them, just don't leave no blood in the galley. I'll get that out. But no, some of the takeaways is just running point at home during the BlerdCon live stream, which I was very like, I wasn't hesitant. I was just literally trying to figure that out. Like, I'm like, how can I run point? I'm not there, but I was able to do it. The live stream went off very well. A couple hiccups, but that happens even with the most professional live shows. And people responded extremely well. I want to thank everybody who was involved with that live stream. Go check it out on the Blerd Station live stream. You can check it on the Blerd Station YouTube channel. You can check it out on blerdstation.com, where you can also sign up and sign up, because we will be launching this year. Don't ask me how I know. Apparently, there's a moving power. I speak stuff into existence. It happens. I need $1 million. No, I want $1 million.
I'll take 500K.
I think that's how it works.
220. Don't stop at
300.
500K.
I'm trying to figure it out. Like, it's like Wishmaster. It's like it's the way you make the wish. It's like
turns over near the river.
So if I say I want $1 million, I'll be wanting $1 million for it. I need $1 million. Same thing. I'm like, no, I need $1 million in my account.
I just went to a thrift store that had a couch with $400,000 in it.
Let me tell you. Yeah, you ever hear those stories?
That's an actual story. One guy bought a $20 couch at a thrift store, had $400,000 stuffed in it,
and he returned.
And he returned the money.
Yeah, fuck that guy.
Yeah.
Oh damn!
I'm sure the mafia said the same.
He is going to.
Nah.
If you had told me he gave some to the church and did this and did that, okay. But to say, oh, there's $400,000, I'm gonna take you back to the store. They didn't know
about it. In this economy.
Here's your reward of $1,000 for your honesty and
Not
generosity.
even that. Here's $10.
Here's the 10% finder's fee.
$400,000. You bought that couch. That is technically your money now.
Didn't they give like a punk ass gift card or something?
Yes.
Something
He got a gift card. He got a gift card. And he got like a plaque or something from the store.
Yeah.
Just like Lady M said, Lady M said, in this economy, are you kidding? No.
You get lifetime discounts, nigga. I need money for that.
I'm like, it's Goodwill. It's a thrift store. How much discount do you need?
No different than people finding bags of money in like storm drains and whatnot. And what's the first thing they do? Call the police.
For who?
Yeah, I'm cracking
I found this money.
Who is this for?
I'm sure the ghost of Florida Evans
is that lucky. Let me find a bag of money near a storm drain. What bag?
My great grandmother taught me a long time ago when we was on the walk and I found money and I said, "Hey, look!" And she said,
"Shut And now it's gone.
And the first thing she said is, "You don't yell that stuff out. You found it. It's yours.
Don't block. Don't block your blessing.
Unless I see something fall directly out of somebody's fucking pocket, that shit's mine. I don't care. I'm sorry for your loss, but I didn't find it."
I'm just saying.
I've been looking for this. Yeah, you're gonna have to work a little harder than that.
I know I will fail those integrity questions. You find a wallet with a substantial amount of money in it and a driver's license. I'll send back the wallet with the driver's license. But what about the money?
There you go.
That's a free lesson.
Finder's fee.
That's a lesson.
Right.
Count it. Be like, ain't gonna miss this again. This much around.
If I have to lick my thumb to count it, it's gone. I'm sorry.
That part.
That's manual labor, right?
He said, "I'm as saved as they coming. I ain't saying nothing." But just in moments like this, taking away moments like this where we just go and we just have fun and we talk about the stuff that we love. And we even express like our disdain for something that we dislike with a reason. And so, unlike most trolls, but yeah, calling point from home for the BlerdCon live stream, having you guys around, and like we weren't guest heavy this season. And I'm glad for that because, like Lady M said, sometimes it's about just chilling out and having moments because everybody has these adulting lives, even people that are watching us or listening to us, and they look forward to this time twice a week to just kind of like zone out, have a laugh, have some fun before they have to deal with the BS of adulting.
Right.
So I'm glad that we are able to provide. Like we have seen it, we have dealt with it. Yeesh. But the fact that we still come together like Voltron and handle it and look out for each other and handle our business, and people are saying, "Well, you guys are good. You guys are funny. You guys are professional." Yeah, we're all in it. Well, we just need the money. Where's the money? I know it's coming. I'm just trying to say. I'm like, I see people who are way worse. Like
our elected officials.
Yeah, I know I ain't doing nothing wrong, and it ain't us. So it was like, I'm just saying, so I'm just saying, if you are a black entrepreneur who has a lot of cash, flush with cash, you won't be disappointed.
Donate to the church. We take donations.
Yeah. So like Tom Rogers, he's like, y'all's my people in my community. That's what we're here for. That's what we're here for. So, but just doing this when I literally I'm like before the show, I was tired. I was exhausted. And you
Her
never
timing
know.
is perfect.
You never know,
right?
Because doing this for this time, and I'm just like I'm in the zone. I'm in the zone, and this is what I love to do. I promised myself as a child, I will never do a job that I hate just to pay bills. Almost there.
Right?
Almost there.
Say that same thing, but
I'm almost there.
Would I love to sit there tomorrow and just say,
because I just need one call.
Baby.
I just need one call. Kevin, if you're watching, Kevin, I need that one call. Say, Fury, we're in. They ain't even getting 2 weeks out of me now.
Yeah.
What's that? Throw the whole job out. Get it off. Get it.
What happened to Chris? Oh, he gone. You know what I'm saying?
Look,
they don't give you 2 weeks when they fire you. Don't give them 2 weeks when you leave.
Hey, you know it's real when you fold the shirt on top of the desk and you fold it neatly.
You're gonna get that send off like Martin. You're gonna get that last look, lights go off. You might get a signature, and I'm out the door. Maybe.
The scrubs over my head. North Carolina.
Right.
Oh, wow. You bringing it back to the 90s, baby.
The fact that when it happens and I walk out that door, they be like, and this happened before.
Right. Somebody will cosplay as Petey Pablo. It's going to be a wrap.
Like, hey, yeah, Chris, we'll see you tomorrow. No, you won't. I've done that before. Boy, it didn't feel good. They was like, what? You doing them like that? Hey, I got to do what I got to do, baby. I'm gone.
I'm sorry. The nigga that you tried to reach is no longer in favor.
Right. Look, I'm like, that was on the bucket list. I gotta put that on there again. That felt nice.
Ooh, the day you look at that bank account, see that many zeros. The day that means zeros because how many people getting cussed out?
That's all I need. It's for me. It's not. It's just me and my coworker. I don't have any. And our boss is she cool as I don't know what, but even she know. She was like, look, when the time comes, I'm gone. I'm like, sister, you was up front with that. Thank you. I like you already. I like you already. So yeah, I'm just waiting on that phone call, that text. Fury, what are you doing later on tonight? I need to drive to Columbus. Like, is there something?
Is this pay off my life? I don't need y'all anymore. I'm good.
Yeah. That's all I'm waiting on. He said, Tom said, 2 weeks notice. I've been planning on leaving this job for 2 years. Hey, it ain't that way.
Now, remember on The Office when the entire warehouse hit the lotto pool and they came and paraded through the building on their way out?
Yep.
And Daryl was like, I was in the pool up until I got promoted up here.
There's people in the chat who was like, Chris, you leaving? I'm like, who told you that? What do you know? What did you hear? I'm like, I've
Explain
told
yourself.
nothing.
Explain yourself, Lucy.
Like, I know something about that.
When you leave, it'll be a surprise.
Oh, like my coworker already said it. He was like, "Oh yeah, when you out, you out." Hey, you already know it, brother.
Hey man, quitting or being cracked out, both things go through the office like wildfire.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm just that one text and phone call. That's all I'm waiting on. I'm like, we did it. We got it. We locked in. You ready? You have no idea. So that type of stuff is that's the stuff I'm looking forward to, and just hopefully hitting a convention after the summer. Because Jesus, Lord said, hey, funds, not just yet. Lock it in for a minute. You about to be for a bit of a wild ride, but you about to get there. So just having the crew around and doing this show and this platform and just providing everything for everybody out there to watch it and have fun and just kind of take their minds off of everything, it's worth it. It's absolutely worth it. You know, when I started, I would burn. I was almost in burnout mode when I first started because I was doing this show, DC show, and then I was on Circle of Nerds, and that was Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
Speak of the devil. Look who popped up in our chat. Look at this. Look at this.
Raise your hand.
So apparently the mutant power does work.
Yeah, let's go.
I was gonna say, he said, "Raise your hand for the Blerd Spirit Bomb." Did we just manifest good news?
Just asking for goodwill from the chat.
I don't know. I don't know what happened to everybody else on December 21st. All I know is I got a mutant ability. I ain't activated it. I'm just learning how to use it.
My room is still standing in the kitchen.
No, but just having this platform and talking about all this stuff and really digging in and really look at that. Look. Even now, he said, "I'm late, but I'm really digging this crew." Thank you.
Hey.
No more oregano, sir.
Thank you. So just it's comments like that and people coming in and realizing you don't have to have a platform to talk negatively just to be seen. Okay. And I see it all the time where they do these reactions or they do these platforms and it's just negative. Just don't you got something good to talk about? As Stack would say, no vision. Right. No vision. And so we here at this platform are about the tagline: educate, entertain, encourage. And I'm glad that you are part of this. I'm glad y'all are part of this crew. I'm glad we have a lot of people out there who really believe in us. I'm glad they have a lot of people out there that support us. And they turn to us and say, yeah, listen to them. They know what they're talking about. There's a reason they're talking about it, you know. We ain't always the first ones to jump out the gate and just to say it's the hot thing to talk about. No. Give it time. Tune in. If you don't mind some spoilers, because 90% of the time we've all seen something, and we're gonna sit back and talk about it. And
Thank you, Christy.
So, hey, shout out to Christy. Thank you, Christy.
Oh shit!
Thank you. So, and Chris, you guys have gotten some of us through some tough times. Appreciate y'all. Enjoy your break. Thank you.
Thank you.
That's enough to gas up the tank.
You'll have stuff in the off season. Don't worry.
Oh yeah. Tom said it best. Negative for no reason. I hate reviewers that just say what they would have done if you could have done, if you would have done it. Yeah, it's
that
woulda, coulda, shoulda.
Yeah. So it's we here for sure for the people. You know, if you are an ally, welcome. I know a few of them personally. One of the other bright spots is I'm at work And a guy that works in IT was like, "Hey, what's happening, man?" And I'm like, "Hey, what's going on?" And he was like, "Yeah, I did your." I forgot he did work on my computer a couple years ago. And he was like, "Yeah, man, I love the show." And I'm like, "Oh, you're a fan. I am so sorry."
Thank you, Tom.
You pull a Family Guy person like that.
Thank you, Tom. Appreciate it, man.
So I was like, so appreciate my guy. So just seeing people like in person lock in with us and say, "Yeah, man, we love what y'all doing. Keep it up." You know, I've had people ask like, "Y'all should be big." And I'm like, "It's coming. I'm not worried."
Delayed, not denied.
Yeah,
We are a marathon show.
Yeah.
We are a marathon crew.
We've actually lasted longer than most.
We lasted longer than most situationships.
Yeah.
We lasted longer than Fresh and Fit.
So we've been. I have seen some shows fall to the wayside. Like we've lasted longer than most. You know, on whether it's audio or whether it's video, we have lasted longer than most.
Yep.
On what we do. Yeah, we've had guests from big to indie to well-known actors and whatnot come in and say, "Yeah, y'all different." I'm like, shout out to Kenan Thompson, who seems to have a permanent job over at SNL.
Right.
Like,
he might as well take over for Lauren. He might as well take over for Lauren Michaels in a moment.
Yeah, so yeah, people, Phil Lamar, it has come to several times, you know, Atanda Connie, talking to him, like they enjoy what we're bringing to the table, and I'm glad to bring it to the table, and I'll keep doing it. Don't worry, Lady M. I'm never tired enough to charge up. This time you said,
wait, hold on. You messed up them words right there.
No,
I'm calling you out on that tired right now.
I'm not tired. I'm not even tired now.
Oh
like,
yeah.
It almost went sideways, ladies and gentlemen. You were about to say a captain's mask.
No. See what I saw.
Okay. I'm never, to the point when it comes to this platform, burned out to do what I feel is necessary. Because if I don't do it, somebody's that's just one other blerd, one other nerd, one other person who is getting bombarded with something negative. And it's the last thing any of us need. You know, especially when we have all this content to digest, all these books to read, and all they want to do is criticize, and ain't add nothing. I'm sorry, I was quoting Django for a second there. And ain't bringing nothing to the table. I was like, no, I don't want to hear about what you would have done. Tell me why you really didn't like it. I do want to shout out King Lion real quick.
Yeah.
I want to shout out King Lion. My guy, I hope you're doing well.
Yeah.
Take your time. Don't worry about it. The worst does happen, but I'm glad you pulled through. I'm glad you're okay. Much respect to you, your platform. I've watched you do things, and you do stuff for the community, whether they want to believe it or not. Keep dog walking them every now and then when you need to. That's necessary. That's necessary. I'm glad you're doing. I'm glad you're out on the other side. I'm glad you're doing better. So shout out to you. Stay tuned. Candy B. She will be throwing a Centers theme party in, I want to say August. I gotta look at that flyer again.
Live where she lives. Tell her to come to New York.
I mean, y'all are right around the corner from my brother, so I might have to do that.
So it's, you know, there's a lot of there are creators out there who really are doing the best they can. They have bigger platforms, but they're still human beings. And as you just see me do, I'm going to shout you out. I don't care how big or small you're. If I feel like you're doing something of need, you're getting a shout out. You know. Thank you.
Thank you.
So once again, appreciate all of you out there. Appreciate the crew. Remember to educate yourself and others, entertain yourself and others, most of all, encourage yourself and others. You will be seeing us soon. We're just taking a break. You won't see us next week live, but you're still going to see clips. You're still going to see TikToks and whatnot. I think we're all taking breaks from all our platforms.
Please.
Full speed on every platform I have my hands on at the moment. So y'all see me. I'll be over there with Spartan. I finally got some of our stuff from the BlerdCon stream cut up, so that'll be out tomorrow and next week. You can catch Whoopty and Navy at MomoCon. Whatever they bring back, I will cut up and make pretty for everybody. My bad for being late. I got pulled into the How to Nerd ship like last minute, so that's where I was. So we'll be seeing them in a few weeks. Just trying to get something set up over there. So also found all the lost sacred texts from BlerdCon, so those are still rolling out. So stay tuned.
We love talking to you, Lizzie. Lizzie is she has an amazing platform too.
Listen, we cousins now. That's
there's some amazing people. Juice Sweet Tea, go check her out. Believe it or not, her stuff is amazing. Check them all out. Bama, go ahead and start your show. Go ahead. Don't wait, my guy.
Right.
Just do it. Just do it. Don't worry about it being perfect. Just do it.
That's right there is the Kickstarter. Don't worry about being perfect. Simply just start.
Yeah.
See,
like the platform that we're on. Always press record.
Yep.
APRTV. Check it out. Roku devices, Amazon Fire. Thank you to Travius Lawson. Go sign up at Blerd Station. We will be launching this year. We are launching that platform this year, and that's it's going down. I know Kevin's going to text me. He's like, "What do you know that I don't? I don't know. I'm just saying it." So we will see you guys really soon. Yay! Mutant power. I'll roll with it. Mutant powers is mine. But yeah, you'll be seeing us really soon. We still have a lot of clips. We still have a lot of TikToks and stuff that we're putting out. Spartan is still doing how the frack we got here and Get Big podcast. I may pop up over there.
Door's always open.
Yeah,
always open for everybody.
I think Navy's still getting BlerdCon combos launched.
BlerdCon combos coming back on Friday, so there's gonna be some shenanigans.
Lady Mandalore, Whoopty, and Geek Bar, they are streaming. I'll be joining up soon. Also, I'll find the right cord.
And are so fun to watch. So fun.
So, as a matter of fact, once I load this up, I might play some Guardians or some Jedi Survivor. I ain't decided yet. So, we will see you soon. Thank you to everyone out there. Seeing Irish Jig at Black Functions now in 2025 wasn't on my bingo card, but here we are.
Hey, Ginger's finally realized what they are.
Between the Irish Jig or whimsical skedaddling, as it's being called right now, and the fan dance, I'll take it. If anything, I'll take it. So we will see you soon. Go support Black projects that you were seeing. Go check out Forever on Netflix. Go check out Sinners. That's being re-released in IMAX.
Yep.
I don't know if it's just 70 millimeter or if it's all IMAX, but I know it's back this week.
Yeah. Go check out Fresh Press by Z for Whoopty's nails. Yep. Our nails tactician, not technician, tactician. There's a difference. Go support to Geek by Heart and their platform, Get Big Podcast, and How the Frack We Got Here. Because if you really want to know what's going on with all these EOs from the jackass, I told myself I wouldn't do it. He will tell you exactly what that means, and it don't mean it's law. So go check that out. Go check out Navy. For his platform, on combos, Tafari TV is doing all his streaming and wearing out his legs for the people. So he's probably going to be extremely light the next time I see him. I'm like, yo, dude, you didn't explain me.
Just prepping to get around Houston. That's all.
So y'all be careful out there in these conventions.
No. No.
In these streets.
This is
good trouble, people. We're good trouble. Oh, that's what I'm saying. Shout out to everybody out there who supported us. Thank you for watching us and showing us love. We are out of here. Thank you once again to the crew, to the people. See you soon. We're landing this baby.